Hi, this is Multi-Topic Talk. Welcome to this new video about the arrowverse. So here, if you want to join our community, the link of the Discord is in the description below. So today we are doing the overview of the third season of The Flash, also known as what I call the downfall of The Flash, the start. So, what went wrong in this season? The entire idea of the time remnant being the villain and being Barry again because they keep smashing on your head that Barry is bad guy during that season. Who's the villain, Flash? That's a question Eobard Thawne asked Barry in the season premiere. And we also got an episode where Barry wants to get some device from Argus, and Layla tells, I cannot trust you with that device. So here again, this is another pointing finger saying Barry bad guy. So that season had good elements and atrocious ones. It's a mixed bag. I consider this season being 6 out of 10. So, what are the numbers issue? The time travel stuff. Uh, it's very hard to make it work. In season one, it was not as bad, but here, um, we get an episode where it's really stupid, the idea, and that episode was also very filler-ish. That episode was by the end of the season, so I believe it was number 21. Uh, Basically, what's happening there? Team Flash is like, Savitar knows what we are doing, so let's erase your memories, your your recent memories, so you won't be able to make any more memories. Yeah, sounds good. Like they are scientists, and they think it's a good idea to play with the brain. Bad idea, and now they did mistakes in the testing, I guess, or the cure. I don't know how we can call that. And Barry forget who he is and forget his past. So Savitar apparently is linked to Barry even if he is a time remnant. So he also forgets. But yet, when Iris survives, Savitar Savitar don't simply die when he should. Remember in season one when Eddie killed himself to kill Eobard? In the next few minutes after uh, Eddie killed himself, Eobard Thawne died. But here they say, oh, we have a few hours. Yeah, sure. That season was a mess. Better than Arrow season 3, but not far behind. Or ahead, I should say. Yeah, Julian was interesting as a character, and I felt like Dr. Alchemy was such wasted potential, I should say. Wasted potential because he was the most interesting part of the first half of the season. But then when they find out, oh, it's Julian, and Julian is not in control, and then there, and then they cure alchemy, I guess. Killer Frost becoming Killer Frost was fine. I mean, At least they did not make her coming back to the good side at the end of the season, and they said she would leave in between the season. Okay, and yeah, also another thing about weird timelines, when Barry forgets who he is, Wally suddenly loses power again. Now, the way they explained it, that made sense, but the true issue is the fact that Salvatore did not kill Iris, and yet he was still running around after that. Well, erasing memory was efficient right away, and erasing powers was also working right away. Yeah, um, that was Arrow of no, that was the Flash season 3. Uh, bad season. You see, season 2 was dark with Zoom. It was really dark, but the show at its core was light-hearted. So even if it's darker, you still had fun. You still have jokes being cracked around. Barry was still a very relatable character. He was very funny, was interesting. But guess what? Season 3 was no more light-hearted at its core, so it was dark and boring dark at the same time. Season 3 of The Flash felt like a season of Arrow, but not on a good sense because they should be two different characters, two different show. You see, what I like about The Flash is the fact that, yes, they can go dark, but they will still be funny and interesting to watch. What I liked about Arrow is it's grounded, it's dark, but the show is designed to be dark. Remember in the first season when Arrow was killing people? That's why this show is dark. They deal with vigilante. They deal with killing people. They deal with street thugs, not meta-human. And the whole universe of Arrow, it's much darker than The Flash. So that's the purpose of Arrow, and this is what makes Arrow good. But if you try to copy Arrow in the Flash TV show, that won't work. This is not why we are tuning in to see the Flash. And sometimes the Flash in season 3 tried to be funny, but they were not funny. So a lot of issues there. A lot. Flashpoint storyline at the start of the season. It was one episode. Why did you do this? We want more. One episode is not enough to explore Flashpoints. I mean, they can do an entire movie about Flashpoint. So tell me, why didn't you use at least 3 or 4 episodes for Flashpoint? Maybe 5. Maybe the first half could be entire Flashpoint base. That could be great. Anyway, enough ranting. Let's take a look to the comments and what other people had to say and my own comment on this season. So here, let's do this. Let's read the comments. The start of the downfall of the Flash. Season 1 and 2 were both masterpieces. Season 3 is okay at best. The main villain started very interesting and became a parody of itself. By the end of the season, I just wanted Savitar to be stopped. He became boring. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. The reveal of Savitar being very remnant was really boring, and they they extended the mystery for too long. That's why it was so bad. Flashpoint's storyline was wasted. The new Wells was okay at best. I really missed Ari from season 2 and the season 1 Wells. Iris became annoying. The show became more dark, but it wasn't done the proper way. Barry didn't feel like Barry. Kid Flash was great but wasted. Most of the new characters are interesting, especially Julian Albert. I really like that character. It's very sad we only had him for one season. Dr. Alchemy was another good addition to the show. The first half of the season was at the level of season 2 or 1. The back half is where everything went downhill. So yeah, the back half was so boring. In the back half, there were three good episodes. Um, the two-parter and the season finale only because we knew that thing would end. You see, even that guy that has weird taste don't like season 3. Season 3 begins a decline that the show has yet to recover. Agree with that. There's a lot about this season that I actually really like, and then there's a lot about this season that's not very good. I personally enjoyed the Flashpoint story arc. I just wish they had it made a bit longer. That resonate with what I was saying. Yeah, they speak about Wentworth Miller, but he was only in episode 21, I believe. I mean, anytime Wentworth Miller is in a movie or show, you can almost always expect high quality. There are only four rules you need to remember: make the plan, execute the plan, expect the plan to go off rail, throw away the plan. Follow my lead and you will be fine. You'll not start. Oh, it was actually episode 22. Right. So 21 is the one where Barry lost his memory because scientists are stupid in the show. Okay, yeah, that comment can be interesting. That guy has weird taste as well. He's praising legends, but let's read that. Season 3 is where things started getting a lot more annoying. Barry traveled back in time to create Flashpoint Paradox. It's nothing even close to being as good as the graphic novel or the animated movie was. Because of this, John had a son instead of a daughter. Everyone was upset from their interpersonal conflict, read keeping secret from each other. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. As like most season in the CW, secrets. Joe being pissed off because Barry and Iris didn't want to tell him. Um, what else? Oh yeah, Barry not telling Iris he wanted to give her the ring so they can change the future because in the previous future she did not have the ring. That was a really bad storyline. That was trash. And yeah, Cisco early, like in the first half of the season, I could not stand Cisco. Cisco was the most annoying thing about the first half. He was always complaining at Barry, was always pissed off at Barry. It's like, yo, what guys are doing with Cisco character? Cisco character is funny. Cisco character is interesting. Don't make him like Oliver Queen for some reason because your plot wants him to be Oliver Queen. Now, Cisco is suddenly very snobby all the time, and he wastes a lot of runtime caring about Dante. This is true. Until a crossover episode of Legends of Tomorrow where he finally makes the same mistake and decides to forgive Flash, who was going to sacrifice himself because it's a rule that the character who has been wrong for so long will decide to leave just before everyone learns it's not his fault. So this time, the bad guy Savitar would just like Zoom wants to kill all the speedster out there. This is true. So Barry keeps knowing about the future where Savitar kills Iris and is not able to run fast enough to save her. Finally, when he beats Avatar, multiple Speed Force portal open and Barry leave the team to go in them. Oh my, you have weird tastes. Perfection and you don't even give 10 out of 10. Mediocre and disappointed. I agree with you. It's very disappointing. Don't get all fan hate this show. Read the comments, you will get it. I I don't waste any more time with that comment. So you see, I'm not the only one who has issue with the show, and if we look back to the score, I believe it's like 69, 65. It's too generous for this shit. See you next time. Subscribe for more.